Okay, welcome back to Hype Club. So my next episode, I have got with me the beautiful Lindsey of Whisked Up by LM. Before we get into it though, I'm going to do my product spotlight, which is my thing of the start of every episode. And this week, it's the same as last week, and it will be the same for forever, going forward, like I said last time. It is Crack Larder. So Crack Larder is a herbs and spices business that has new, that is absolutely... So it's James, my partner's business, right?
Just to really break it
Just
down.
to really break it down, because I can't just be like whimsical about this, right? But I wouldn't say it was good if, even though he'd probably would force me, but like I wouldn't say it was good if it wasn't good, right? Because I'm not really a foodie. Like I genuinely eat because if I don't, I'll die. Like I don't really care. But see every single flavour of the herbs and spices that he's got, banging. So, right. Well,
I'd agree.
and I'm going to ask Lindsey because she bought some.
She bought some.
Your name came up in his thing. He was like, show me. And I was like,
I know her. Honestly, I use that Butcher's quite a lot. So I was like, is that on sale in the Butcher's? Like, I'm going to go in and buy that new product or whatever. So I bought the salt and chili one and the barbecue. Absolutely amazing. Love them.
Amazing.
Aye.
What have you made with any of them?
We've done salt and chili chips, although I think I used a bit much of it, so I was a bit like, oh god, it's a bit spicy. But my husband really liked it. He really likes spicy stuff, so he was just like, this is amazing. And then the barbecue one, we did steaks.
Amazing.
I think I forgot to take a picture because then he was like, send me a picture if you like, take it on, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, we've eaten it.
Oh, too late. It's gone. It's over.
Yeah, amazing.
If you like spicy, get the Moroccan one next because that's like a spicy one for him.
Spicy.
If you're not a spicy girl, but like he'll like that one definitely. He made he put it on his Instagram. He made like a cheese toasty, right? And I was telling my pal about this, and she was like, "What do you mean a cheese toasty?" And I went, "No, wait till I tell you about the cheese toasty." So it was like really nice bread, not just like Warburton's, like nice thick, like a cob bread with like nice butter, not just like Lurpak, like unsalted butter, with all the garlic herb mixed in the microwave on it. Then all sorts of cheese, more bread, more cheese, more garlic herb in the pan. I was like, heart attack, but it's okay. 10 out of 10. And then he made salt and chili chips out, and I was like, pure health.
You need to do a wee recipe of that and
it was so
get that
good.
on. My husband would like that.
It's honestly, like the garlic herb. Okay, I'm basic bitch though. I'm like garlic herb till I die. Like basic.
Love it. Honestly, the barbecue one, amazing.
So glad you love it. So yeah, you can get them on his website. He also is, at the moment when this is getting recorded, currently in Beckett's Barrhead and Gowanlee Garden Centre. But there's more in the pipeline, so there might be more by the time this comes out. I'm not sure. So if you're a small business and you want to sell them in your shop, get in touch and he'll send you some samples, and you'll definitely get them because they're so good. Anyway, that's my plug. So, hi Lindsey.
Hello.
Welcome to the pod.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks so much for coming on. Do you know you're my 10th guest?
Really?
10th of 2025.
All right. I was going to say
No, not all. Not in them all.
Like what?
Of season 3, you're
Of
number
2025.
10. You're double figures.
There we go.
I know.
There we go.
So you have a cake business, but you also have a full-time job, which is mental, and a child and 2 dogs and a husband and a house. So let's go back to the beginning of how you've ended up in this situation.
Yeah. Well, I grew up on a farm, which we'll come into it later on.
No, pause.
On the East Coast.
Just at the beginning when you said, can't believe you already asked me when I started, I'm going to say, grew up on a farm.
Well, it comes into it later, so I feel like it's,
it's relevant
to say that. On the East Coast, I'm technically from Edinburgh, which is a thing. My mum's a home ec teacher, which again, we'll come back into it later. Went to uni to do hospitality and tourism management because at the time I thought I wanted to go and work in hotels. But then, I don't know, like halfway through my 4th year, I was like, I don't really think that this is for me. Because obviously I'd worked in hotels all through uni, and then I was kind of like, I don't think the holidays are enough.
No, not enough.
And I don't really know if my mum had a conversation with me, or I just sort of thought, I could probably do home ec teaching, and I could probably get in. But anyway, I decided I wanted to do home ec teaching, so quickly had to get other qualifications to get into that, and went and done my teacher training for a year in Glasgow, and then been teaching ever since that, really. And then 3 years ago-ish, I had my little boy. And then I decided to go back to teaching part-time. So I knew that I would need some more money coming in. So I decided to start doing cakes. And I've been making cakes. So my mum made cakes when I was younger. So I've been making cakes with her since I was like 18. And been making cakes for friends and family for years and years and years. And then I thought I'll do as a proper business to the local community type thing 3 years ago. So set it up properly then. And yeah, just sort of went from there.
Crazy.
Really.
So like so the home ec thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So talk me through home ec, right? So do you teach everybody how to make cakes in home ec, or like
Basically.
what do you teach?
So in home ec, there's 4 subjects that 4 core subjects that we can teach. So when you were at school, you might have done like health and food tech, which is like the one that goes to higher, which is more like if you want to do like nutrition, you want to be in the medical field, then it's good to do like it's properly about like why we need food and like the science of food. Whereas practical cookery and practical cake are more like cookery will teach you how to cook, going to chefing, cake will teach you how to make cakes if you want to go and make cakes afterwards. If not, like quite good for artists, quite good for people that want to do like dentistry or medicine, because it's quite develops your fine motor skills. You're doing like really small work with like piping and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, not a lot of people know that.
There's so much psychology in it, isn't it?
I know. Creativity, all this sort of teamwork, all these sorts of skills that our schools are big on now. And then fashion and textiles is 4th one. So depending on like the facilities in the school, what the teachers want to teach, what the kids want to learn, schools will pick like what subjects out of that. It's quite rare that a school would teach all 4 of them.
Right, okay.
So we only teach 2 of them, the 2 practical ones, because a lot of our kids, like, they want to know how to cook, they want to know how to make cakes, they want to then eat the food.
Yeah.
And that's their bag, basically.
So you don't do the fashion textiles one?
No. I think our kids probably would be quite into that, but I don't really have the skills to teach that at the moment.
Yeah.
I've been teaching for 13 years and most of that's been like practical cookery, practical cake.
Yep.
So if we wanted to teach that, I would probably need to go back and like learn how to do that, like how to do it to that level. I could teach like how to thread a needle and you know, how to make something. Do you remember what you learned when you were in home ec? Like, I was talking about this at the weekend actually. So I made an apron.
That's quite good.
Classic. Mm-hmm. I made a polybag holder.
Right.
You can't even picture that. Like,
no, what does that even look like?
Like
a big
sausage
thing? My gran's got one of them.
And then you pull it out the bottom.
Yeah.
Made a cushion, I think. Not like a cushion cover thing, but I think that was more of like a design. I'm pretty sure we had the cushion covers made for us, and then you just like did the design on the front.
That's quite a lot you did.
I know.
I'm pretty sure I only did a puppet the whole time I was there. It was a puppet.
I think we probably taught the kids it. I think that was maybe in our course when I first started. To make a puppet.
And then like make a sandwich.
Oh yeah.
That's about it. I don't remember much about home ec, so this is quite interesting that you do all these things as well, like intricate details and that.
I was at school. We don't do that now.
No.
We make a sandwich.
A cheese sandwich.
A sandwich is our first year lesson. They love it. It's a traffic light sandwich, so they have like a lettuce, cheese, tomato, and then we cut wee holes in the bread so they can see the 3 colours.
So cute. Bless them.
I absolutely love it, honestly. Because they're like in the big school. Like.
Yeah, they're the big school making a sandwich. This is class.
And then they need to wash up.
Yeah. And then using ovens and all that, like, it's mad.
I know, like, here, have a sharp knife, you know, have some gas flames.
Yeah.
It's non-stop good times.
Is your school quite safe? Like, do you have crazy children?
Oh, aye. Every school's got crazy children, but generally they come to us and they're like, I really want to cook. And if they don't behave, then they don't get to cook. So.
Do you ever see people or children coming into the school that then, like, go on to do, like, chefing, or they go on to do, like, baking, or...
Yeah. We've got a few, I think, in the school I'm at just now, there's like a big family from the guy that owns Mr. Singh's, I think.
Right,
Is that what it's called? Possibly. Anyway, a few of their like I don't know if it's grandkids or nieces and nephews or whatever the relation is, but a few of them have went in and like went to college to do chefing. The school's just along the road from one of the colleges, so quite a lot of the kids, if they're not really handling school so much, they'll go to college and do chefing or something like that. But quite a few of them.
That's cool.
Which is good.
So you're like, oh God.
I know, then I come back and I'm like, I'm in this restaurant now. Okay, I'll come and visit.
Oh, so when you went off to have your wee boy and you were like, right, I'm going to go part time, which 99% of people do because they can't afford childcare, it's a fortune, and also want to spend time with their baby. Was there anything that like kind of turned you into like going into the making cakes, or did you think that makes sense?
Yeah, well, yeah, it makes sense. But I think because I'd already been making so many cakes for like friends and family throughout the years, I was like, this would be something that I could probably like expand and get my name out there and stuff like that. And I was like, a bit of confidence, but I knew they were quite good, so I was like, let's give it a go. And what have you got to lose? Because you've obviously got a job to go back to. It's not as if it was like a be all and end all. That was going to be on the job type thing. So give it a go, and it's been quite successful so far.
I think that I said this to the girl before you, and I said it last night to James. You get bakers, right? And they're either really good at the flavour, or they're really good at the decorating. Yeah. You're really good at both. Thanks. And I'm not just saying that because I have bought so many cakes from you, right? And I don't even know how I came across you, actually. I don't really know. I've just been on Instagram or something. I think because you were like local, and I was like, so handy.
I know.
But it's rare that you do, because you either get ones that are dead good, all the wee snobs, but it tastes like shite, or they're pure plain, but they taste good.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
You can do both.
I feel like there's a whole what's the words, like back and forth about that in like the cake world. There's
what do you mean?
Many topics
Tell me the
that
drum.
are back and forth. Things like the main one just now is around heart cakes.
Right.
So obviously everybody wants to do heart cakes because they're dead popular. They're pretty, if you can pipe decently well, then they're pretty easy to make and they look really good. And obviously, they're on trend or whatever. So everybody's trying to do them. But some people do them as if it's like a triangle. So see how heart's like I don't even know if I'm doing it like that. It's got the V bit at the top, right? Some people, so when I do that, I like make sure that I pipe it and make it look like a V and like make it look like a heart. Yeah. Whereas some people just like pipe straight across that bit. So instead of actually making it look like a heart, it looks like somebody actually said it looks like a what's it like the guitar play, like what's it called, a plectron or something like that?
Plectron.
Looks like that.
I think it is.
It looks like that, and I was like, they're right. That is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the camp where I want it to look like a heart.
Yeah, because people are going to be like, Lindsay, that's not a heart. Like, ask for a heart.
Why have I got a triangle?
Yeah, give me a triangle and they'll pure bash you.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
So yeah, among other things, many.
What about I don't know if this is a thing or I've just made it up, but you'll tell me. Like, when baking cakes, you can either use like butter or you use like something
like
else
margarine.
that tastes. No, that's not it. It can't be butter. It's something that makes it taste shit, but it's cheaper.
I don't know.
But you don't use it because it's dead tasty.
I actually don't use butter. It's too expensive. And I just think like with the salted, unsalted, I don't think it gives a good.
It's not flavour. That though. It's not. It's like it's something that's
maybe
used
like so you get like two different types of margarine. One's got a really high water content and one's got a higher fat content. How boring is this, man?
It's not boring, and it's going to pure get on my nerves. I can't remember what it's not.
If it's got a really high water content, then it won't work and it'll make it all like wishy-washy and it just doesn't work.
I'm going to ask and get back to you on this point. I don't remember. But in terms of like the butter, like, or the margarine, like, do you actually use way more than people expect? Is it like full of margarine?
Oh, aye. Yeah.
Like, how much do you use in a cake?
Oh, in like a
heart cake.
I don't know. Like, there's at least like 500, like, I don't know, 600 or 700 grams.
That's mad.
Or something like that.
There's so many like ingredients, and that's why like the cost can be high, right?
I know.
Because people go, oh, I'm not paying that for a cake. But like actually, hold on a minute, you've got like 700 grams of margarine plus all your flour plus all the stuff that you need to put in it. I don't know what's in a cake, but like there's loads of stuff.
And then if you've got chocolate in it, well, chocolate's
fortune.
Aye.
Like you can't get that cheap.
And
you want it to taste good, which it does. So you can't like skimp. So then that's how things are dear.
Crazy. Crazy. And then obviously when we were coming into like allergies and stuff, not allergies, but like intolerances and stuff like that, like I can do like dairy free, egg free, gluten free, but people want sugar free now.
No. What do you mean? What do you mean? What's the point?
I don't know. And like this is another thing. Like another what was it like that sort of topic of conversation, shall we say, in the cake world. So most people would want it for like a baby's first birthday or like a cake smash or something like that. And I was like, it's not a cake. It's not a cake. If everyone's getting sugar in it, what is it? It's a scone or something like that. I'm just no.
It's not edible then. What would it be made of?
I don't know. Well,
like just
scones don't really have sugar in them. That's why I say a scone, because you can get like savoury scones.
True.
So you may as well make that. But I just don't understand why
a scone smash.
I mean, a baby's going to have, you know, a bit of cake. Are they actually going to eat any of it?
No.
They're going to have a couple of mouthfuls.
What's the harm?
And then people are getting like sort of like chemical alternatives and like sweeteners, and I'm like, what's that got in it? Surely you got natural sugar, like just sugar.
Natural sugar is better than the stuff that's made in a factory.
You would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, sort of, I don't do sugar free or low sugar.
So people have messaged you asking.
Like no.
You should have put that in your propaganda post.
Oh,
I was gutting myself.
Oh, there was so many I could have put in that.
That was so funny. When you put in, do people actually message you saying much?
Oh, aye. I don't know what that noise was, but yeah. Oh, honestly, it's actually I felt really bad that I did a post like a few weeks last week or the week before. Like somebody texted me, not even said please or like hi, how are you, or like not even that's a bit much. Please, no, thank you. And I was like, nah, I'm full.
What, they literally just said, I want this, give me it. And you were like,
something like that. I'm like, no.
That's so
like, even like my pupils in my class, and it's quite interesting because with the time to like change the timetable in the last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of like new kids in my class and stuff like that. But with them like growing up, there's a like if they've picked my class, then they've been in for a year at least. And if they ask to go to the toilet and they don't say please, I'm like, no.
Yeah. And
then the wee pal's like, you need to say please, and then she'll let you go.
Oh, you're teaching them manners. But like, how's fully grown adults meshing a business and not asking? Just simply
like first time you're like coming across, or do you know what I mean? I'm just like, no. And then that just bodes well for the rest of the time. So you just expect them to just be arseholes. So you're like, I'm not going to bother. Yeah. Like you get a vibe, and I'm like, even if I don't know, a few red flags, but I'm like, I don't understand why. Like, I just can't get my head around that. That's so weird. So my next sort of point was on wedding cake. So I'm just going to say, we just paused there because there's an orange walk walking past. So if this makes no sense, we're back, right? Oh, they're still banging the drums outside. We're just going to go for it, whatever. Just go for it. So on wedding cake, so do you feel like there's a shift towards people not really getting wedding cake, not getting wedding cakes, but not getting the full mad, instead getting just like a wee heart or a wee like, is that kind of moving into that, or what's the kind of vibe? I mean, there's definitely a shift in people getting hearts, full stop. Like I've had a crazy amount of hearts the last couple of months for weddings, which I absolutely love. Like I love a heart. I find them quite straightforward to do, so I can make them look good and blah blah blah. So definitely a shift towards that. But yeah, I've noticed like a lot of people are doing like the DIY cakes. Like people were in meltdown when the Marks and Spencer's thing happened there, and then they couldn't get. So Marks and Spencer's do like a really cheap 2-tier cake that you can add things on and do whatever you want to it. But people couldn't get it. And by cheap, I mean it's like 50 quid or something like that. Like there's no cake maker can compete with that at all. Which is fair enough if that's what you want. Do you know what I mean? Like get to M&S and it'll do just fine if that's if that's what you're after. But there's not as many. Like I think I've done maybe 1 4-tier in the last like 18 months, 2 years. Yeah. Which like when I got married, my cake was 7 tier.
Shut up. Did your mum make it?
Yeah, mum, it's a pure story. Me and my mum made it, yeah. My dad actually like custom made the stand for it.
Because it was
Because he's a
so
farmer.
heavy.
Well, he's a farmer and he can weld things together. So he like welded all this metal together and painted it, and it was amazing. And then me and my mum made all the cakes, and it had like hundreds of flowers on it, and
Amazing.
it's massive. But nothing really like that. Now it'd be. To be honest, it would be far too expensive.
Yeah, to
I
the
think
70
like
year.
it would be, I don't know, $2,500 or something like that.
Really? Wow.
Because of the time. I mean, like handmade all the flowers as well, so that's obviously more time.
But you're
yeah,
the
definitely.
decorating, like when you're talking about handmaking all the flowers, like even like all on your Instagram, like all the like birthday cakes and like event cakes, like the detail, like how did you learn that?
I don't know, really. Like I think the flowers I definitely learned from my mum. I don't really know the modelling and stuff like that. I think you just like have, to be honest, I think you do have a flair for it or you don't. Like, see, try to teach teenagers who they do want to learn how to do it. It's not as if you're trying to teach like kids that don't want to learn how to do it. But that is a really difficult thing to teach because it's like how you're manipulating with your hands. And obviously everybody's not going to be able to do the same thing at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, whatever, you know what I mean? I do think it's a really difficult thing to teach. So I don't know if it was like watching videos or just giving it a go potentially and like seeing how different people do it. Obviously with TikTok and Instagram, stuff like that, you see like how different people are doing like faces or like modelling or things along that lines, and then different skills that are coming out, like the piping with the hearts and whatever else skills come along. The burn away thing,
that's on my notes.
That's a trend.
So interesting.
I know that actually I feel like that's fallen away.
Has it?
As a trend. Like I've hardly, I don't think I've had any. I don't think I've got any orders for that coming up.
So like, what do you get it for? Like, to show.
They might get
surprise?
it like a gender reveal or like a like engagement. Like you burn away, it says like, "Will you marry me?" and stuff like that. That'd be cute. What did they get it for? The girl that one recently, I think that was just a birthday. I think, and she wanted it to say two different things, basically.
And then you just burn like the paper, and then underneath you've got it written in nice and like. And how does it not affect the cake?
I don't know.
That's mad.
It actually burns a lot slower than you see like on TikTok. Like it is a bit of a like bit of a letdown.
I know, you're just waiting like you're up to speed my camera.
And like, people must like pure speed that up to make that look good. But things like that, like whoever asked me for that first, I was like, oh god, I don't really know how to do that. Like obviously onto TikTok, onto Instagram, and you'll find out pretty quickly how to go about doing it. So any sort of skills like that, do you know what I mean? There's always somebody on there that can
can teach you how to do it.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of gender reveals?
I've had a few.
That's
recently.
quite like.
I love it.
Yeah, you're the only one that knows.
I don't know why I do it to myself, but I ask them like, do you know? Or am I the only one that knows? Like, why do I need to know that?
Oh, like wee boy. And they're like, I didn't know.
There was somebody that, I think this is a great story. So, somebody wanted to do their gender reveal on Christmas morning.
Right.
Just there. So they were picking this cake up on like Christmas Eve or whatever it was. So they did it on Christmas morning, and then they had like cupcakes to do on Boxing Day with the rest of the family, because I think it was just them two selves, or maybe a couple of people, whatever it was. And you see it, so the full thing was the colour inside. It was bright blue.
Okay.
The baby's probably born by now. Congratulations.
It's not surprising anymore.
But it was pure a bright blue, and you can see the dad's pure jumping. I was like, oh, that's quite cute.
Oh,
we never found out. Like with my wee boy.
I know. I don't care to find out.
No, I never found out.
I'm kidding when I'm saying that. I'll be like, Lindsay, can I get a cake?
Okay, it's gonna be this
Here's
colour.
my wee envelope.
Thanks. But I quite like doing them. It's quite.
That's
exciting.
a thing as well, like the cake with the gender with the glass.
Yes.
Although I have seen the videos where they put the glass too hard and it smashes in the cake. I've seen that before. And I'm like, that is a nightmare. Like, imagine.
I haven't
you'd
seen
be
that. I would
raging.
be like, be careful.
Careful with the glass.
I'll be in my terms and conditions.
You should.
Be careful with the glass.
Yeah.
Glass will smash.
Yeah. Although, speaking of being careful with your cakes, so I got some cakes in the start of June. I ordered like rainbow cake, I don't know, school cakes and caramel cakes and bits and bobs like that. Also, my brother was getting married and they just wanted a selection of stuff for a dessert table, right? So my mum was like, do you know anyone? I'm like, yeah, gal. So that's it. But then I'd also ordered a birthday cake for my dad's partner, whose birthday was that day. And so, because it was too big for like the lid to close, and I was driving up to Perth, near Perth, somewhere like that, Crieff or something, and by myself. So it was sitting in the passenger seat, right? Okay, so I'm not a good driver, right?
God.
So I'm driving up by myself, and it's like an hour and a half together or something, and I'm like on the motorway, and then I like abruptly brake because like something in front of me. So I'm going, shit, the cakes are literally went like this.
Oh my God.
Right? Yeah, I know. So for anybody listening, I put my hand out to like stop the cake from sliding off the chair into the window, and then my hand went in it.
Oh, shut up.
And I was like, oh no. So I phoned James and I went, and he was he was in Edinburgh with his mum watching Robbie Williams the night before, right? I know, hilarious, right? They had a great time, but it was rough as ends. So they were on the train, come back to Glasgow, and then he was getting the train up to play. And I was driving. So I phoned him, I'm like, there's been an incident. And he knew I was driving. He knows I'm a shit driver, and he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, there's been an incident. The cake. And he'd be like, and he was like,
get about the cake.
what? And I went, I put my finger in the cake and it's all mashed up. And he was like, oh, fix that. And I was there, okay. And he's like, I thought you'd crashed. I was like, oh, Camden. Anyways, get there and I'm like, oh no. But it wasn't bad, right? There was a few thumbprints.
Things out of place.
There's a few bits out of place. He just had to we had to sacrifice a cupcake with icing, scoop it up and love on. But
you should have told me you were driving away. I could have put in a different box.
I know. Whatever. Next time I'll. But I was like,
where are you going with this cake?
Sake, man. I know. Ask me next time because normally I'm going somewhere and I can't drive. But yeah, but it was fixable.
Oh,
thank God.
For that. Isn't there too many incidents like that? Thankfully.
The people don't tell you
structurally.
But like the big cakes, we were transporting them. Like I don't know.
Make sure it's flat.
Yeah.
Not your seat.
I know. Like,
I've learned my lesson.
I've learned my lesson. So with the cakes, we've now got something new that's coming so soon.
How excitingly.
I'm helping you with and I'm buzzing.
Yes, how exciting.
So talk me through. What are we doing?
Well, basically, obviously being a teacher, making cakes, I just thought I'd bring these two things together and do cake classes for like adults for the community. Well, I'm saying adults, I'm saying minimum age is 10, so children, teenagers, whoever would like to come along, really, in the community for people in Glasgow in various locations, because I don't really have a set location yet. And I'm quite keen to try out some different locations, so the first few are going to be in a couple of different places, and basically it's going to be you coming along, you'll get everything, you make a little bento cake, which is a little 5-inch cake, do some piping on it, make it all different colours if you like, make it all the one colour if you like, do whatever you want with it, and then take it away with you.
Amazing. So it's actually you're going to be baking a cake too, or are you providing the cake?
No.
It's just the decor, right? Okay.
I'll bake the cake.
Okay, except
advance.
take ages, wouldn't it? Yeah.
No, the cake will be good to go. Little boards, little box.
It's so cute. It's kind of like a sipping paint, but for like decorating cakes.
Yeah. So I'm hoping it will be able to be sip. A few of the locations, not yet, but hopefully we'll find somewhere that can provide that part of it as well, which I do think will be.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And there'll be like one a month, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, 1 or 2 a month, I think. To begin with, we'll see how that goes. I feel like I've got like a few different ideas. Or like we can maybe do like a cupcake one, maybe some aimed at like the sort of leisure ones with the bento cakes, as I mentioned. More aimed at just like people who just want to come along to make a cake, and maybe some aimed more at like people that are thinking about going into doing cakes, maybe a wee bit more advanced. Maybe some for home ec teachers that are teaching teenagers how to make cakes. because that is a whole bag of itself. So yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Follow along and wait and see what happens.
And so, are you going to end up doing like themed ones now? Are you just going to see
I think so. Oh, do you know what? I've got so many ideas, and there's so many possibilities that I think us like when I get started, I'm like obviously I need to like get all the equipment and like that is quite extensive. Making sure that I've got like enough for everybody to have like one each of everything, like one spatula each, like one knife each.
And is this like, have you thought about this for a while, or does it have like, I think has it been in the pipeline?
Not so much in the pipeline. I think I've been thinking about it for a while, and just sort of thinking like, how would I go about that? Because obviously with the facilities that we've got in school, like I know I can teach the class like on a very regular basis. But unfortunately I can't just hire my classroom, basically. So then I had to find somewhere that was like going to have facilities that we would be able to have enough space and make sure, you know, there's going to be everything that we need, really. And then all the equipment, obviously having to buy that, make sure I've got everything, get it all set up. I felt like I needed a bit of time to do that, and now obviously we're in school holidays, I've got the time to do that. And I also need to make up some inspiration pictures, I think, as well. Need to make some cakes. Aye. Get that in the go. But yeah, I just think it sort of makes sense. I've seen a couple of people on TikTok kind of doing it like further afield, and I'm like, well, I'm actually qualified to do that. So.
Yeah, absolutely. 'Cause I think like with the likes of like birthday parties, hen dos, like people love to do an activity like that, where you can sit, have a wine, do something. Like I was at like a pottery class back in May, and I was like, this is brilliant. I know. And I'm never going to do pottery again, do you know what I mean? But it was like such a good day.
I got this like a wreath making thing event that I go to like every year.
Tilly's Pops?
Yeah, yeah, that's how I met her. Yeah. And obviously we've done a bit of work together on Mother's Day and stuff like that, which was really successful. But yeah, the wreath making, like, I love that. Absolutely love it. And you go along, get a couple of drinks, and make a wreath.
I know.
Like I'll go again and get taught again. Like, I'm not
it's just a great night.
Learn, but yeah,
that's the thing, because there's loads of different things like that, like the pottery, the wreath, the like paint, the sit and paint, like paint the pottery, like there's all sorts. I know. So like decorating cakes, here we go. And I also think like a couple of the like networking groups that I'm in, it's obviously been talking about it in there, and a few people had like that sort of market it to, and I hadn't really thought of like mums or dads that want to learn how to make their kids' birthday cake. Where are you going to learn how to pipe and like how to write their name on the cake and stuff like that? I'm like, there we go. And brides, grooms that want to make their own wedding cake, teach you how to pipe. Might not want me to make you a cake, absolutely fine. Yeah, but you can teach you how to pipe. I know. So yeah, like different sort of markets like that. I'm like, totally makes sense. Absolutely. I'm so excited. And like the first one will be in a couple of weeks, but like this podcast will be out probably after, maybe at the same time. But that's like your first one to see what's happening, and then going like, right, cool, full steam ahead. Don't be nervous, it's going to be great. I don't know why I'm nervous about it, because it's just like teaching our classes. Yeah. Except they'll be students. Well, it'll be adults. But I teach 17, 18-year-olds that some of them don't particularly want to be there. At least all these adults don't want to be there. That's so exciting. So yeah, it'll be good. Yeah, so the bento one's the first one. Bento one's the first one, yep. At White Craig's tennis club. And then I think there's maybe one more there after that. And then they're at Nest. I don't know if you know about Nest. It's like a place. Is that in Glasgow? It's near Finniston? No. It's a place on Brook Street, just off London Road. It's I think two people that have. I'm probably tag them, you know. Yeah. I mean, do it for yourself. Yeah. But two girls that have got it, and they've made like one room into like a play cafe for like toddlers, and obviously parents or whoever wants to take along to them. And then they've got another space that's a wee bit smaller that they offer out for whatever you want to use it for, type thing. I think you can hire the play cafe. Like if you wanted to do something bigger at night, I think they do like yoga and like Pilates and that sort of stuff in there. So
there's a bigger space, but yeah, I've got like the smaller room in there, so that one's a wee bit more central, like to Glasgow. The White Craigs one obviously is in Newton Mearns.
I know we can get the train easy peasy. The train straight there and have a great time.
Great, yeah. Great.
Is there any like pure wild cakes that somebody's asked you for and you've been like, oh my god, this is wild? Or like, how do I even begin?
There's loads. Do you know, I actually do quite like a bit of an out there request, because obviously the same old gets a bit repetitive. I'm trying to think. There's one, I don't know what the song, I don't know, I'm not really into Taylor Swift, but there's one song or a video that she does that she like stabs a heart, or stabs like a heart cake, and the blood comes out. Oh my god. So this girl wanted she wanted that cake basically, and she wanted like blood to actually come out. So I had to find out like how to make edible blood. And then I had to you have to like put it in a wee bag and make the bag so that if you stab it with a knife, it'll like go like that. So that one obviously was a bit different. And she absolutely loved it. Our mum sent me the video of her like doing it, and our face, man, is so cute. She's like, oh my god, it's actually doing it. So yeah, that was cute. Some of the wedding cakes are a wee bit out there. But I quite like that.
Yeah, something about
bright colours. One of my like sample wedding cakes is like bright orange, bright pink, and like whenever everybody comes into the wedding fair, they're like, oh, and obviously that like draws people over.
Yeah, it's different to the usual.
I know. There's a wedding fair called, what's it actually called? The Scottish Unconventional Wedding.
Oh, where it's like goth brides and that.
Yeah, yeah. But there's so, honestly, see some of the suppliers that absolutely amazing.
Like for amazing. What?
Like just for a bit different. Like, I don't know. I can't really think. There's a girl that does like calligraphy and does like your invites and stuff. And honestly, it's absolutely amazing. Like absolutely amazing. And that like even, I just think like the whole wedding industry now is like so different to when I got married. Like I got married 8 years ago. And it's so different. Just like the things that I know, the things that are like calligraphy. I'm sure that probably was available, but wasn't like widely.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing.
Content creators, obviously.
I know.
I was at a wedding on Saturday there, or Friday, and there was a content creator, and Craig's like, she's standing there with her phone, like what? I'm like, it's our job. Like, that's what she's supposed to be there. I'm like, she's a content creator.
But I pure get it for like the content creator for weddings, because like
I would 100%
same. Because like the next day, like you're pure on a downer, and then you've like you need to wait 5 months for your photos to show up, or they give you one, and maybe a shit one.
I seen a video earlier, like a Instagram, what do you call it, thingy earlier on, and it was like talking about it's obviously this podcast that like all about vendors in the wedding industry or something like that. I didn't really know. Anyway, it was just something that came up, and it was talking about how the content creators that are hired by the couple are getting in conflict with like the content creator that's hired by the DJ to come to that wedding to like film the DJ, or the content creator that's like hired by the venue to come to the wedding to like film. And I'm like,
wait, why are they fighting though? Like, is there not enough room to
because obviously the couple have hired this one person, so they're wanting to get the content and whatever. And I'm like, to be fair, the wedding, like that wedding, isn't really like, it's not for the DJ to get content. No. Do you know what I mean? Like, fair enough, they need to get content somewhere, but I was just like, oh god, like I never even thought of that would be like a conflict.
So dramatic.
And then I think, I'm not sure how content creators and like photographers are
getting
on.
I'm actually a girl, Nicole, she's the wedding creative, so she was on my first season of Pig Club, and she was just starting out at the time, and I asked her that question. I was like, and then a couple episodes after, I had a photographer on, and I asked the exact same question, and both of them were like, it's different. Like, it's different.
It will be.
It's like different jobs, essentially. Like, it's not the same thing. But you do see sometimes people comment things online but I'm like, you're just better because you're not getting any business. Like, there's enough to go around.
They don't like. They just don't understand what the content creator's there for. Cause like Craig was just like, he was like, he's not into that at all, and he's like, fine, surely a photographer can get some pictures. I'm like, it's not the same.
No, it's not the same. Like, it's for you to watch the next day.
I know. And then maybe, if you wanted to do a wee TikTok dance or something like that, then she'll direct people how to do that.
Yeah, and you can like watch back immediately. Don't they? Like
100% done.
Did you?
I mean, 100% done that.
All right, I thought you meant you did it the wedding.
No, I've done it. I was copying my pals' weddings.
That one, no, Lindsay. That one you did. I feel like I commented on the wrong thing though. Like I think I commented something like I'm actually howling, but I was howling at the one where it was like, telling our kids that we're had to have a rubbish time. You're like sad face for your glass wine. Sad
it was
face.
so funny. It's so funny.
So funny.
That group I go away with every year, and I was like sending TikToks. I'm like, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, and they're all like, no, we're not. And I'm like, you can stand there and look sad. Like, we're doing this one.
Yeah, it's not hard. Just like sad. That was so funny.
Oh, they loved it. I love it. Love it.
Yeah. Love TikTok. Your TikTok's
totally into that when if I was getting married now.
We'll do some TikToks at your baking day, right? I'll come up with some good ones. I know the wedding industry's booming, but with the cakes, like back to what we said at the beginning, it's kind of like shifting. But then you never know where it's going to go. Do you think there's any like other sort of things that are about to come out that you've seen in and chat in the baking
Actually, rectangle cakes. I've seen a few of them. Like
that's
a big
bit
long,
old-fashioned.
like a big bar, like that size, like
a
Costco
meter cake, but bigger.
No, well, but no. I suppose, but much bigger than that, and with like flowers coming out it. I'm not sure about the flowers thing. There's a bit of a trend like that, like fresh flowers just like randomly coming out cakes.
You know, somebody was telling me, right, that see how like when you put fresh flowers in a cake, they need to be like wrapped in,
you
like
can't just shove them in.
No, but like somebody just did something and then the person died.
Honestly, that doesn't surprise me at all, because there's people that just don't know, about that. Like, see if you haven't had any, like, you haven't researched it, you haven't done like any sort of allergy training, you haven't done anything like that, then you would never know.
No. Something
like that. And then obviously people can, you can make a cake, anyone can make a cake. You don't have to be like qualified or anything like that to do that. So it could have been anyone.
You just wouldn't think. No. And then actually.
And then if it was a business, were they actually registered? Like, did they have public liability? Yeah. Insurance and all that sort of stuff. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it needs to be wrapped. It needs to be like in a pick. Mm-hmm.
Because the food industry is serious. Like the rules, the regulations, it is unbelievable. Like the hoops and all that you need to go through. Environmental health, like it's pure serious. Like I think people just think I'll just make cakes for a living. Like no shit, like you'll get checked.
I see when people that's another thing in the cake industry. People saying, "Oh, I'm just a hobby baker." No, if you're taking money from people, that's not you're a business.
Yeah.
And if you're taking a lot of money, you're definitely a business.
Yeah.
But so you need to have insurance. You need to have whatever else you need to have. Mm-hmm.
Is it so serious? Like people, like the allergies, the dietary, like we were ripping the piss earlier about dietary requirements, right? Some of it's made up, right? But some of it's genuine, like gluten is genuine, like people can get really sick, like there is one, and then if people just aren't taking it seriously, like it's serious.
I know. I'm always like I'll do like intolerances, do gluten-free, my sister's gluten-free, so she'll get a birthday cake. But obviously I use gluten and all that in my kitchen, so I think I don't think I can state that it's gluten-free. I think it's, what's the word? And it's like gluten intolerant friendly or something like that it needs to say. Yeah. Which is. Yeah. But, or any of the other ones, like dairy, eggs, whatever it is. But yeah, I can't say that I'm completely free.
I know, you got to like play by the rules in that sense. But like people probably don't realise that when they're like buying cakes or somebody off TikTok or Instagram, they're like, I'm like vegan or I'm like dairy free or whatever it is, and then end up pure sick. Like you need to like really go to somebody good.
I know all about that through my
you're an educator. Like you teach people stuff. Like you're a teacher.
I have loads of pupils that come in that were like, how severe are we talking for your allergies? Bless them. Bless them. Do you know, touch wood, my wee boy won't have any allergies, but there's some parents that like send in ingredients just to make sure, which I'm like, good on you, because I think I would do that. Like if we are, to also be fair, like we're buying food for like hundreds of kids, if we have like one kid that needs like dairy-free butter or whatever it is, if their parents sending it in, then thanks very much.
Yeah. Please do. Save school a fortune.
I know.
And
but aye. It's wild.
it's mad. Yeah. Well, we're actually coming to the end of the podcast. Went by so fast.
I know.
So I'd like you to. I actually forgot to prep you this, but you've listened to it, so you know what I'm going to ask you.
I know. I've been thinking about this.
Good.
I have actually.
So it's time
Give
to
me a bit
hype
of
up.
thought.
Whoever you want to hype up, let's do it. Go, go, go.
Well, two I'd like to hype up. So one is the Mum Club, who is a franchise. So in this area, there's a Mum Club Glasgow, Mum Club East Renfrewshire, which are both run by Laura, who is lovely. She does all kinds of events for mums, basically. They're aimed at mums. You can bring your kid along if you like or not. And she's great. She does like walking clubs, drinks clubs, pizza. I think it's
Did you start going to it through your wee boy? Or did you find it?
Well, a bit of both. I think the Glasgow one got launched by somebody different just when he was born. And I was like, oh. And then I think they were looking for somebody to do, like, to work with on cakes. So usually when you go to like a brunch, you get your brunch, you get a coffee, and you get like a baked treat from like a local baker. Usually me. Not usually, but sometimes me. So I think that's how I sort of came across it to begin with, because I was like, oh yeah, I'll work with you type thing. And then I went along and I don't know, just sort of keep going. All the brunches are at really nice places as well, so I'm like, yeah, I'll have a brunch. And then there's usually like a nanny or somebody there to like look after your child, if you want. Bless. Anyway, the second one is the Bacon Club Scotland, which excitingly it just got launched today.
What? 1st of July.
1st of July. Which is basically a club for bakers in and around Glasgow and around like Stirling, Falkirk sort of area to come together to like share ideas, share techniques, and hopefully get together in person. Because I remember seeing something about this ages ago, around about Christmas and around about like, obviously we're all like independent businesses, so you like lose out on a Christmas night out. So I think this is kind of to remedy that slightly. But anyway, the Bacon Club Scotland.
That's cool.
So if you're a baker, then join along.
Sign up to Bacon Club Scotland. That's class. Because you can all help each other and stuff.
I know. There is quite a few that I've sort of seen recently, but they're not like local. It's like national sort of thing, and it is more about like helping you in like pricing or like that. But
yeah, I was thinking about this. I feel like I need to get all my clients together for a Christmas night out, because I don't get a Christmas night out. I should maybe organise one this year.
That'd be good.
Think you would go?
Well, that Scottish unconventional wedding, they got all their suppliers together.
Do they?
Aye. It was really good. We did like a sipping paint thing.
Maybe I'll book a cake decorating class
Aye.
for my Christmas night out for my clients.
That'd be good.
That would do. Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast,
so much.
Lindsey. It's been a privilege, and please buy our cakes, guys.
Yeah, buy a cake.
Like, honestly, I
Cake
can't
for everything.
even tell you how good they are. Like, I've bought hunters, I've ate them all. They're stunning.
Any occasion.
Any occasion, and like the decorating is just 10 out of 10. Like, even the cupcakes, we've not even talked about the cupcakes. Like, so good. So follow her, Whisked Up by LM. I'll tag her in the post, and also everybody she's spoken about, I'll tag them too. Follow, like, subscribe, share the hype, tell the world, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you.